Hey everybody, hello Monday. Welcome. It's funny we haven't watched Last Week Tonight in quite a while. Not that I don't love the show, just if you don't catch the replays on YouTube, they get pulled down pretty quick. So comment below if you watch Last Week Tonight. He is funny, and I actually like watching him doing other interviews on other shows. John Oliver is quite a good interviewee. And he even says he's a terrible interviewer. That's why he has the format he has for his show. So, at any rate, I ramble on. How are you? How's your weekend? It's October 16th. I can't believe it. We are officially staring down the end of the year. Some happenings with us. Having a little car drama. Hey, Jack. Oh, you're on vacation. Cool. Well, good for you. Vacation is fun. But I was saying we were having a little car drama, so we're trying to figure that out. Thankfully, I have a backup vehicle, so I've been driving that. What else? Kind of weird weather, man. Yesterday we had to run the air conditioning, which I did not like. It just seemed wrong in the middle of October, but we're having a little bit of a heat wave here. So we just stuck close to home. Didn't even run any errands. Played Scrabble. I won. I think one of my record scores of 320. Amazing. My poor husband got the not luck of the draw of drawing pretty bad letters. I got a lot of the S's and a couple blanks. I got the Q and the X, so high-powered words or letters. So I could make some big high-powered words. Let's see. What else? Alton's doing well. Family's doing well, so that's all good. And I've just still been busy editing and, I had a lot of volunteer work to do last week. Currently editing a board manual. Fun, not fun, but it needs to get done. And then also still working on my designs. So I have done a last category. And then I'll start to go in and edit descriptions and tagging and organize the site. And I hope to have it launched at the end of the month. So as I've said before, I will make sure everybody knows. And it's going to be called, I'll hold the name because I don't know. I feel like I want to do a big launch, a big reveal all at once in my public spaces. So yeah, been doing well with that. And of course, have a lot of chores I should be doing that I'm procrastinating on because, they'll be there tomorrow. So with that, let's get on to the question for today. And maybe I will answer one or two. Got my special mug here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, this one's a good one. What movie has the best movie soundtrack? It's kind of timely, Andrew was just telling me how he was just watching The Graduate, and he thought I hadn't seen it, but I demonstrated to him, based on the retelling of some scenes, that I had seen it. I've just seen it with him, but he rewatched it recently, and I made the comment that the soundtrack, I feel, really helped propel that movie into the success that it was. It's Paul Simon and Garfunkel. So another few notables. It's okay, Jack. Just do the best you can. If you freeze up, might be your connection. And Jack's talking to me in the chats here. And if you can't see me now, just try to watch the replay because I really appreciate you watching. And I always look forward to your comments. And sometimes technology just sucks. Especially wherever you are on your vacation, you might have bad reception. But anyway, as I was talking about movie soundtracks, some other notable ones I think are I don't know if you ever saw this. It wasn't a very big blockbuster, but it was a movie called Up Close and Personal with Robert Redford and Michelle Pfeiffer, and it helped launch the career of Celine Dion here in the States. She also was on the soundtrack for the Disney movie Beauty and the Beast. Um, but I think my top favorite, and this should not be any surprise if you know me, I think one of the best movie soundtracks of all time was the Top Gun soundtrack. In fact, I loved it so much, I even wrote a blog post about it, and I will link that in the description below. So yeah, that's my favorite of all time. I also think some of the Christmas movie Elf has a great soundtrack. I've listened to that, top to bottom. And I'm trying to think, what if I'm missing any other movie? Not that I can think of that off the top of my head, but I do like soundtracks. Oh, there is another movie called Save the Last Dance. Another one. It wasn't really a big blockbuster, but I love the soundtrack. I've listened to that top to bottom. So I really do like soundtracks. I love musical soundtracks. So everything from Oklahoma to Rent to Hamilton to The Sound of Music. Oh my goodness. See, now I'm thinking of a ton of them. If you expand the genre. So put in the comments below what I'm missing, and what movie soundtracks you love, and if you think if the movie wasn't that great, but the soundtrack helped make up for it, I think that can be really interesting too. So I will go ahead and answer another one here. Let's see. If you had to, or I should say, if I had to donate my life savings to one charity, what would it be? Ooh, that's a good question. Well, I think it would be a pet cause. I mean, no offense to all the great causes out there, but pets have a special place in my heart. Animals, I should say. My mom donated to a lot of animal welfare causes, and I still continue to donate in her name. Obviously, disability advocacy is close to my heart too. So I don't know, maybe I'd split between, disability advocacy and animal welfare. One charity I do really like is Best Friends Animal Shelter. They're a no-kill animal organization. Also, the Humane Society, either nationally or Silicon Valley, where I live. Yeah, but certainly there are a lot of worthy causes. Cancer, fighting a lot of diseases, pro-democracy, fighting hate. But if I had to pick, like I said, I would probably do animal welfare, followed closely by disability rights. So, and I believe that, as I live my life today, like currently, I donate to causes and I give what we can afford. And I believe if you can just even give $1, something that you're passionate about and you care about, then, those dollars add up. And I'm proud to do so. So that's why I do it. And I will go ahead and answer one more. I'm just going to pick from the top of the pile here. Oh, okay. This is a good question. What drastic alteration did I consider doing to my body? Well, not many. I'm not a huge fan of plastic surgery. I would say of elective kind of cosmetic things, the most I've ever done is I went red once. Yes, I dyed all my blonde hair red and went redhead for a while until I realized it was a pain because my roots grew in pretty fast and I didn't want to have to maintain red hair. And it wasn't obviously a natural red, like a redhead. So it was just something fun to try. And then the only other thing I would say could fit in this category wasn't really like a cosmetic choice surgery, but um, when I turned 13-ish, maybe 12, and the doctors wanted to fuse my back because they said I wasn't going to get any more correction or growth, and I don't know, they just felt it was the right time. Part of that procedure was going to try to remove some of my rib cage and straighten my back. So I would have less of a, I don't know if you can see it, but less of a thoracic hump in my back. And, admittedly, that was partially to achieve a cosmetic correction, to have a flatter back. Did not end up working out, as you can tell. They got a slight more correction and a little bit of a reduction, but, ribs are something that grow back. And so, anything that was done is really negligible. But I remember thinking at that impressionable age how different my life might be if I had less of a physical, abnormality. And I'm not gonna lie, it was disappointing when I woke up and realized that they overpromised and underdelivered. But I quickly, even at that young age, uh, remained appreciative and grateful for life, that I was alive, and that even to this day, while I am starting to have more chronic back pain, I did not have any pain. So, you know, kind of like I say sometimes, you don't miss what you didn't know. And so I just kind of, recovered from that surgery and have not had another back surgery since. Knock on wood. And I'm grateful for that. So, yeah. I will close out here with a shout out to my father-in-law, Jono, who every week makes me a batch of chocolate chip cookies. And so I'm going to have one here and take a little break before I take Alton on his walk. I do appreciate Jono. He watches my videos, which is why I'm giving him a shout out. And then he'll ask me a question or we'll talk about some aspect of the video at dinner when we see him every Friday. We go to dinner. So, anywho, thank you for the cookies, John. And thank you for watching. And thank you, everybody else, for watching. Please go ahead and leave your comments below. And I'm doing my best to catch up. And I still really love doing these videos. I'm very proud of myself that I've remained consistent and consistently showed up. And I've deeply appreciated everybody who showed up with me. And yeah, I hope you're having a good start to your fall season. Take care, be safe, and I will see you next week, if not before. Bye for now.